And hello, how's everybody doing? It's your boy ADAMXMILLI, dropping in for another Sledders video. This is episode 4 of my Sledders series, and today we're going to be talking about Valley. Valley is the next map, as you can see on the location selection. Most recent video was Mountains, which didn't have as many trees. The steepness was pretty considerable, and then the size was slightly smaller than Woodland, but because it was a smaller area than Woodland, that the steepness was about the same, but because it's smaller there was more verticalness to it. So the next video for Valley, the trees are maxed, the steepness is almost maxed, and the size is teeny tiny. So what that means is that there's going to be a lot more elevation than even Mountains. The whole thing is either going up or down. But the real kicker, as you can tell from that, the freaking trees. So here we are, we're on the valley, you're going to drop right in. It is not a very large map, but there are a lot of climbing, a lot of trees. That's what these are, these gray areas. So really what you want to do is kind of find your way through the trees. You'll find little openings and some elevation. I've placed a couple of spawners around the mountain tops right here. But really, so now that we're in on the valley, you can already tell that there is significantly more trees than what we were running with on Mountains. But really, also you have to keep an eye out for, see trees right there? There's little shrubs, little trees around. There's also rocks. There's divots. It's not going to be smooth. It's going to be bouncing all over the place. But these bushes can really screw you up. They can get you stuck. So there's definitely more obstacles on Valley. But because it's a smaller area, it doesn't really seem like it's all that crazy. But as you can see right there, straight ahead, you can ride over there. But really, a lot of incline, either going up or down, as you can see here. But the trick is, find your pathway between the trees, find a nice spot that you like right here, go ripping through. And I'm actually on the 154 track, so what I eliminated with the 146 is the flipping over as much, not doing it as much, which helps, especially on the steepness. Doesn't mean that you can't run the 146 free ride. Jeez, see right there, that was a big old rock, just drove right over that thing, dropped down in. Oof. Me in the thickness now. I'm trying to head over to one of these spawners. I was going to show you. Oh, there's some bushes. There you go. Toss me back. More bushes, more trees. Holy sheesh. Of course, I took the hardest way over just to showcase what can happen. See these bumps right here. But once you venture down into the middle of the map right here, what you will find is there's a nice little jump right here. I'll show you in just a second. Right there. Oh. What am I, a friggin' box truck? What's with the beep beep? So you can hit this jump right here, right at that overwatch. It's a fun little jump. You can definitely pick up some speed going up this lane. This is the lane that I actually like to use when I come here. Maybe right here, you can actually see the opening on the map. This is a nice little ride up. You get a bunch of people ripping this. Watch out for the bushes though. Ooh, and then we got stuck. So the obstacles on this map, because it's smaller, makes it more challenging. You may not want to spend as much time here, but if you really want to get your toes wet and feel what it will be like once you get to that next map, which we'll be talking about in the next video. But the obstacles are really what you're down to and what you need to pay attention to, because there will be logs, stumps, bushes, divots, rocks. I think you said rocks twice. Well, rocks are important because they will screw you up. But you can actually rip through all of this, take your time. Another little pile right here with some rocks. But just because there's all these trees does not mean that you will not find any openings. You will find openings. And once you find them, there's fun little obstacles to kind of get your feet wet. Because once you go to the increased steepness with more space, it will feel a lot more open. So you feel like you have more room to maneuver and do things like that, which is a plus. Because going through here, if you don't make it, you got to either work your way down or find another way up. Bushes will screw you up, scissor your way up, don't hit the trees. This is a great map if you're trying to work on that achievement to get the achievement or trophy to get the smash into 1,000 trees. This one would probably be the easiest because it's the smallest amount of space and it's also the max amount of trees. But that will pretty much wrap up this episode of The Valley. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave me a comment and show you some pathways that you can take when you venture on over to Valley. There are some places of interest as well that you would want to drive around and give them a try and look for them. A little bit of an Easter egg hunt. Let me go, Bush! Let me go! And on that note, just wanted to wish everybody a great rest of your day. Look out for one another, be kind, and always remember, God bless.